Lisbon and I got off on the wrong foot, but once I started exploring, we made up fast. From city views to fairy tale palaces, here are the best things to do in Lisbon, broken down by area. There is no better way to start your Lisbon adventures than by heading straight for the city center, especially if the first stop involves freshly made Pastel de Nata. Pastel de Nata is Lisbon's iconic egg custard. It's flaky, warm, so addictive. It was invented by monks at the Jerónimos Monastery in the 1800s as a way to use up leftover egg yolks. Sancho just had his Pastel de Nata. He had two pastéis de nata. I had a latte, and now we're going to this gluten-free restaurant that's supposed to have... It's so tiny.
Look, another
Yeah, a little green tractor. We can go around on a big green tractor.
What do you mean it's like?
It looks... No, it looks more like a golf cart.
Yeah. The Jurassic Park vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to this restaurant. It's supposed to be an Indonesian restaurant and it's gluten-free. And it looks like they have gluten-free pastries. So maybe I can score myself another pastel de nata or croissant or something. Mantegueira. I'm gonna enjoy a pastel de nata with some really nice views. The city center is full of incredible things to do. Some of the most famous, there's Time Out Market, the beautiful Praça do Comércio, which is the main square, and if you have time, there's plenty of museums like the Tile Museum, the Water Museum, and lots of artisan shops and local businesses to support. My personal biggest tip when exploring around any city center is let yourself get lost. Wander with no direction, look around, look up, down, side to side. Do some people watching and just be present. Who knows? You might even find yourself accidentally part of a bachelor party. Next up, another must-visit area full of things to do and see is Belem. This riverside district is home to several Lisbon icons, including the Jerónimos Monastery, where the Pastel de Nata was born. The construction began in 1501 and took over 100 years to complete. So beautiful. The monastery was commissioned by King Manuel I to honor Vasco da Gama's successful voyage to India and was primarily funded by the wealth accumulated from the spice trade during the Age of Discoveries. This is also the burial site of Vasco da Gama, and you can actually see his tomb in one of the rooms. Just a few steps away is the Padrão dos Descobrimentos, which is a massive monument that celebrates Portugal's Age of Discovery. It features explorers like Vasco da Gama and Prince Henry the Navigator looking out over the Tagus River. This whole promenade is packed with food vendors, drinks, and chill spots. My friends and Sancho grabbed some Mexican food while I went for an acai bowl. As you walk further down the river, you'll come across the Torre de Belem or Belem Tower. It was built in 1519 and it served as a fortress to guard Lisbon's harbor. Right around this area, there's a beautiful park where locals stroll, catch up with friends and family. There's even a bunch of boats that you can just admire as they're sailing or as they're sitting in the port. Almost directly across the river is Cristo Rei, which is Lisbon's version of Christ the Redeemer. It was built in 1959 as a symbol of gratitude after Portugal was spared from the destruction of World War II. We arrived too late to go inside, but admired it from the gates. So don't be like us, here are the hours so you don't miss it. Okay, this next spot technically isn't Lisbon, but it's so close and so magical you can't skip it. A day trip to Sintra. Sintra is a fairy tale town filled with palaces, gardens, forested hills, and the most famous stop? Palacio da Pena. The Pena Palace was built in the 19th century by King Ferdinand II, who transformed the ruins of a monastery into this colorful, romanticist masterpiece. It combines Gothic, Moorish, and Renaissance influences all in one place. Inside, you can tour the royal living quarters, see extravagant furniture, tile work, personal belongings, the kitchens, just anything you can imagine, and also get the most beautiful panoramic views of everything that surrounds the Pena Palace, including a Moorish fortress. After your visit, I highly recommend walking down to Sintra's historic center, especially if the weather is nice. We are currently walking to the historic center of Sintra from Pena Palace. It's a 30-minute walk, and the walk itself is beautiful. There's all this incredible ivy growing, but it is stressful because we're this close to just complete downpour. I am drenched because I have a shit umbrella, but my friend Callie, she gave me her nice umbrella. So yeah, beautiful walk. Do I recommend it in this weather? No, I do not, but it's gonna be a good memory. We walked in torrential downpour and were truly soaked to the bone, but despite that, it was absolutely magical. You had the greenest trees, the cutest houses, ivy growing all around, and might I say, very peaceful rain ASMR.